Okay, so this week's Enterprise Mastery section is on using your advanced management module in your software. Okay. This resolves the situation of using a third-party event management system like Eventbrite or whatever event software management things are there. Okay. Adme, Meetup, other third-party software. Because you have events management. This is one of them. Hold my ticket. So you won't need to use a third-party integration because you already have some new software. You can go to the back panel and click on your events tab and then turn your screen to the events management. Now what's neato about events is, well, this is where you begin e-commerce. Next week is actual e-commerce setting up shopping cart, but really an event is either can be free or can be an item in your shopping cart. And you can sell the tickets to your event right out from the front side of your website. So, I'll let Bob finish passing out the worksheets. I believe events is one of our most powerful features. I mean, my gosh, it does everything. So what are you going to say? It is a very, very powerful feature. It's one of the most powerful features economically because events, my gosh, you can bring a bunch of people to an event. Our case study right now, example, is Zero Escape Council. Okay? They have an event called the Land and Water Summit. We have the Zero Escape Council has an event called the Land and Water Summit. And this last Land and Water Summit, they promoted their event with their mass mail manager, sending out emails to their big old list. And they asked the people on the list to come and buy tickets. They put in coupon codes for different levels of guests to get different discounts. And when it was all said and done, and the shopping cart closed, and the event didn't happen, it went and happened, they made how much, Jim? $20,000 plus $1 or $2 above 20,000. Right? So if done right and you have a good list that are your ideal candidates and you have an event at $100 a seat, you could do pretty good. This is an event. It's essentially it's open attendance. We're requesting RSVP at our site, not a Facebook group. Not a Facebook event. We tried making Facebook events before. I won't say tried. We made Facebook events before, but I think Facebook events are kind of almost fake, right? Because it's fake book, right? People like say they're going and they don't go. Correct. Okay. So there's no point. This is just this monkey business game over here where they're trying to get us to just like be monkeys in a circus and we're really down, right? There's a different plan going on than what Facebook has in mind for us. There's a lot of people working around the outside of Facebook to try to quarantine it and keep it contained in its own little container so that we can have the rest of the internet back, right? So what we want to do is not get sucked into the container with them. We want to be outside that container so we've got the rest of the internet to play with. And so we're going to bring people to our events page on our website. We want to get our people to get out of Facebook and come over to our website and get on our list, right? So that our list is our list. Because if all of a sudden Facebook decides they don't like your account and they shut down your account, and you're done. That's your whole business out the door. So we want to get them out and onto our list, right? So one of the ways that you can build a list is by getting them to RSVP to an event. When they RSVP to an event on your website, they put their email address in. Now they're on your list. And they're giving you permission to email them. Outside of Facebook, email them. You can even ask them for their phone number. And you can actually send them a personal text, right? and just get out of this Facebook distractions, because that's all Facebook is distractions. We get them out of Facebook, you start interacting with them in person on a much more intimate level, you're going to be able to establish that relationship. So events is a great way to get people's attention. It's a great way to give them value. It's a great way to make money. Whether it's a paid event or it's a free event where you're making an offer at the event for an enrollment consultation so they can hire you, or whether you're making an actual sales offer at the event, right? So that you're making money from a room full of people because you have something that's serving them. So events are pretty easy to set up, but what's nice about it is when you set it up right, you basically create a picture to you get a certain number of pixels high, a certain number of pixels wide, depending on what the shape of the week on Facebook, right? Because they keep changing this, the shape of your pixels. But if you get it right, according to the shape that works for the shape of the week at Facebook, and you put that picture on there. Remember we made a piece of marketing in workshop number 1? It was a worksheet that had your piece of marketing. Now, if you take that phrase, and I showed you an example of a piece of marketing, a picture, it's red. It was a woman's face, and it had their details that were in the marketing. Okay. Create a piece of marketing picture that reads. Give an example. Go to one of our events. Go to one of our events on our events page. So I'm going to show you an example of how we do it. You create a piece of marketing, a graphic basically. It has text on it that says what's going on here. You take that worksheet that we did at the first evening workshop, and you use those criteria and you put them into a graphic, and you install this graphic on your event page, the page for the event. That page itself is shareable on Facebook. That means when people see it in the activity stream, you guys all seen what we posting on Facebook, right? It's one thing per week. We just changed the name in the middle. Oh look, this is this week. Events. These are all the different events we got coming yet. Okay? You see this piece of marketing right here. This is a piece of marketing. Okay? This is what right here attracts the clients to your event or to your call to action. Now, it's laid out. It's a graphic. There's text in the graphic, right? You can't select that text. It's graphical. There's one graphic. But when we share this page, we copy that and we post it to a group at Facebook, right? Or we post it on our activity stream. And what's going to happen is this is going to pop up. And open this one up here. The content. Is that right? Oh, promote. Or customer. Which one is it? No. Promote. See, optimize SEO button right here. See this part right here, what is the best way to track event registration and sales? RSVP now. Okay. When that picture shows up on Facebook, this shows up in big words right underneath the picture.
Well, not right under the picture, because I just posted it so I can see what it looks
Oh yeah?
like.
Where does it show up?
It goes to the side. It has your
What?
logo.
Are you kidding
Do
me?
you want to see?
These guys, I'm telling you, we did post that. We just shared that on Facebook.
Facebook wants
Yes.
Are you on Facebook or can you log in? That's a whole thing.
There's
Oh man, I'm telling you, dude, they change it every week. Okay. That's annoying. Did it give you an option of which,
It just said share Facebook, and I could have posted something.
did it give you an
with
option, like a little to choose the pictures?
Oh, to the right of it instead of.
Okay.
When it went to
Oh, those
when
bars.
it went to Facebook,
They changed their algorithm.
share where it says invite your friends,
Okay.
share on Facebook.
Nevertheless, okay.
Just so you know.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. This picture, just gonna quiz this every time, make sure we're spot on. This picture shows up, and then the text I guess now it shows up on the side. Before it was showing up on the bottom. I don't know if it's because of the size of the picture, they changed it this week. We'll play around with it.
Would it be Facebook?
Facebook, yeah. They keep
Well, they
changing
did a bunch
the,
of changing of a bunch of
they're
stuff.
changing the stuff. Like every week they change the picture shape.
Yes.
And
And what
you
they're
have to just
willing
keep
to
staying,
accept.
just keep trying to stay on top of the picture. Don't worry about it. Okay, so anyhow, just go back to the events page. When we get to out there. So you create a graphic. The graphic shows up, and then that, when we hit promote, the title is where we put the call to action. So they click off. We're utilizing the real estate that Facebook is giving us. That's the point I'm saying. Okay? So that those words that come up in addition to the picture, right? We just showed you how to edit that is through the promote drop down SEO, optimize SEO. You can edit the title so that piece goes with your graphic down into your Facebook channels. That way, when people over see the graphic, click on it, they take this, they read it, they click on it, and they end up at this page right here, where they can reserve their seats for the event. They enter their, choose how many people are coming, and you can enter the email address, and you can ask them some input questions. Right? So name, email, phone number. Now you know. But because when you go and you create a group on Facebook, an event on Facebook, yeah, it says they're interested. Yeah, it says they're coming, but they're not on your list yet. So if you want to do a marketing campaign to them, you'd still have to do the campaign through Facebook. And Facebook is Facebook. People aren't really as committal when you're working with them through Facebook as when you're working through them through their email box. Right? They're more connected with you through the email box or through text.